Today I'm sitting with a woman who didn't just build a business, she built a lane. From freelance makeup artist to brand owner, she's also created a space for other women to grow. This is a story about vision, evolution, and legacy. Today we have Monique Green, founder of Model D Sweets and Malure Cosmetics. Let's get into it. All right, so before the brands, before the sweets, what made you step into beauty?
Oh my God. So I always wanted to enhance my own beauty. So that's where it started from. And I was like, you know what? When I'm going out, I want to seem more polished than anything.
Okay.
And I said, I'm going to try to start doing some makeup on myself. And that's kind of where it all started at. It's me working on myself and being my own artistic artist.
Okay. So
yeah.
you're self-taught.
Yes.
Me too.
Yes.
I always tell people I started doing my makeup with my hands first.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to use brushes yet.
Yeah.
And I couldn't afford them.
Yeah.
So you remember.
Yeah. We was making it work.
Yes, yes. Okay, so when did it shift from passion to something real where you saw yourself wanting to actually perform it on other women?
When I felt I started getting booked for makeup.
Okay.
And
when they started to see how you were
yes,
coming?
I was putting pictures on social media because I wanted to kind of get the okay from the public.
Yes.
And then once they started saying like, I want to see your makeup and I want to get my makeup done, that's when I started getting clients, and I'm like, oh, okay, so this is actually turning into a real thing for me.
Okay.
So that's when it started. Yeah.
What year would you say this is?
Oh my God, I would say 2018.
Okay, that's when you started.
That's when I started.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I wanted to know, was it in the 20? So that was when you actually started to take clients.
Yeah.
But the 20, I would say, 15,
Ooh,
2016
yeah, 2012
era
and all that.
Woo!
It was just I got a picture that you'll see. Don't judge me, but that's when I very, very first started, and I didn't even know I was going to be a makeup artist. It was just really just doing makeup on myself.
Yep.
So yeah.
I know it.
Yeah.
And you had to, you was trial and error on yourself, and then you had to build yourself up to a space where you knew that you were confident doing it on other people.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing to be talented, in my opinion, but it's a whole nother to be seen.
It is.
Right?
It is.
When can you say that the general public gave you that validation, where they gave you that, like, oh, I love her work, I want her to do my face?
Yeah. You know what? We watch social media likes. Of course, all of us are guilty of that. The comments. And when I started seeing my comments and my likes start going up and people started engaging with my posts, and I was like, oh, I guess I am doing a little something.
Okay.
That's when I was like, okay, well, this is it. This is it. I'm going to try this out.
So that helped build the confidence.
Yes,
in the
it definitely did.
Craft.
Because if they would have commented and said, no, this ain't working, I would have probably quit a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not just a makeup artist, right? You're building multiple brands here.
Yeah.
My question would be, when did you realize you were more than just the skill, but a visionary?
I would definitely have to say, I'm a Gemini, so
am I, girl.
Are you? That's how we get along.
Yes.
So then our brains, they never stop moving. It's like it's always a new idea every time.
And we got to pursue all of them at the same time.
We do all of them at the same time. From me, want to be a police officer to me, want to all type of stuff.
Girl, what?
Yeah, I have to tell you a story about that. But so once I started really sitting with myself and realizing, like, okay, I think it's so much more, and I don't want to always be in front of a chair.
Okay.
Was my ultimate goal.
Okay.
And I didn't want to. I said, you know what? I have to put in a plan.
Okay.
And I have to make this work for me versus me working for the business.
Okay.
And that's what made me put in a perspective of what can you do now? And that's when I came about with starting my other business ventures.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. What inspired you to create and first of all, I got my Malure cosmetics on right now. I got on Void.
Oh, okay.
I love a nude.
I know, right?
So what inspired you to create the beauty line? Because you could have done anything from being, behind the chair, right? What made you create the beauty line?
The consumers.
Okay.
They made me create the line because they would leave and they were like, okay, well, how can I touch up my lips? Well, how can I touch up my foundation? And I'm like, well, I need to make sure I have everything that they need.
Yes.
So that's when I said, you know what? I'm going to create me a whole makeup line. So when you leave here, you'll get your products and you'll be set to go. So
okay.
It was some consumers that made me start that makeup line, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So something a lot of people don't know is, I mean, we wear the makeup all the time, but we ain't reading the labels.
No.
Well, y'all reading labels out there? Because I don't read none of the labels. If it's cute, I'm a bad, right? Was there any trial and error moments when building that brand?
You know, I know I wanted to go natural, very natural, because people have sensitive skin. And I wanted to make shades, especially for our skin tone. I wanted to make a lip gloss and a lipstick that a nude would fit us. That was kind of one of my struggles. It's like, what will work for us, the skin tone? And I came up with different types of nudes for my makeup line, and I'm like, okay, this is perfect. Yes. So I would say that probably was the biggest trial and error, but everything else kind of really flowed really good.
Okay, good. And I just want to say I love the aesthetic of the line.
Thank
I remember when you were doing the shoots and stuff and everything. And then like you really tailored it for us, like for the black girls. I've seen the blushes are nice corals and oranges and like those deeper tones. So good job on that.
Thank you.
Yes. And you didn't just build yourself, right? You created a space for other women.
Yes.
That is something that I totally admire that.
Oh, thank
you.
Yeah.
What made you realize it was bigger than just behind the chair in terms of creating a space for other women?
It was bigger because I'm like, I don't want this opportunity to be just for me.
Okay.
This feels good. It feels great. But if you're not pouring into other people that surround you, that support you, it doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. So that's when I said, I got to start giving it out, giving this knowledge, giving this. Everything that I had that I felt like I wanted to dish out, I had to give to other people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And within that, you weren't just creating anymore, right? Now you're stepping into leadership.
Yeah.
Right? Mentorship. I'm sure they look to you because you have it all together, right? You've been doing it. You've built the confidence to do it on yourself, self-taught. Yeah. Have, books filled with people sitting in the chairs. Yeah. Now it's time for you to kind of pass that knowledge on, right? What mindset shift had to happen for you from going to artist to CEO?
It's I had to ask myself, how do you become someone that other people want to look up to?
Okay.
What are you going to what value can you give to them?
Yep.
And I had to really figure out what they can take from me. And that's really what put me in that role of how do I teach other people how to become their own boss?
Ooh,
and that's how it all started. Because I'm like, I don't want you to be me. I want you to be you, but your own boss. So.
What standards would you say you had to grow within that season of being a leadership?
Oh, my God. It was, I would say, separating personal and business.
That's tough.
Yeah. That's tough.
Yeah, that's difficult.
That's the biggest lesson that I learned.
I'm still learning.
Yeah. Learn it quick.
Okay. Something I've been thinking about lately, and we spoke briefly before, is about building in silence, right? Did you ever have a season where you had to step back and build without the outside opinions and without seeking that validation first?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Malore was so out there to the public, marketing, me doing pop-ups, all kinds of stuff that was going on with Malore. I got a taste of that. I always describe it as if you want to be the celebrity so bad, you got that, you got the fame, and now you don't want the fame anymore. So that's kind of where I'm at now with when I built Model. It's like, I don't want the fame anymore. I want to build in silence, and I'm okay with that. Yeah. So that's where I like it at now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels great.
I love that because it resonates with me so much. Me creating this platform and especially doing it solo now, I had to learn that I don't really like the attention, right? And I built it in silence because I did have a season where I stopped caring for validation and I stopped seeking it. I'm going to do what I said I want to do, and I ain't going to talk about it. I'm going to do it, right? It was a point I had to prove to myself, but now that it's out there, every post I make, I be like...
Yeah, you always second guess it. Yeah.
What did this season, as far as building it in silence, teach you about yourself?
It taught me, like you just said, piggying back off of that, you do not need the validation from other people.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
it taught me how that it's okay to clap for yourself in silence. And you don't need other people to clap for you. You don't win that way. You win by clapping for yourself. That's it.
So now that you've expanded into Model D Suites, that's a different level of responsibility, as you know. What did that version require that the earlier version didn't require of you?
Ooh, I'm going to say the earlier version required patience and a lot of trial and error.
Okay.
And being okay if you failed. That required a lot of me, and accepting whatever comes with this.
Yeah.
So that's a huge difference from where it's at now, because now I feel like I have capped on all of that, and now everything is just like, okay, I accept it. Okay, I'm not worried. Okay, everything is okay now.
Okay.
Yes.
So I want to speak on that, because I know that for other builders and entrepreneurs, a lot of people are afraid of failing. What can you say can help them in that season when it's, because a lot of times you just need to do it. You can't learn from the mistakes. You can't learn from the failure until you fail. Yeah. So what do you have to say to other women who are building a beauty brand, other women that are in the industry that you're in terms of fear? What advice could you give?
You have to be okay with failing. It's going to happen. Yeah. You know, because we're not going to succeed at everything that we do. So you have to be okay with that. Even if you got to cry with starting over, you got to be okay with that. That's the number one thing. Yeah. And that's what I have accepted with myself. Like, okay, it didn't work out. I'm on to the next thing. Nobody even know.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's dope. Yeah. The fear of failing, I feel like, stunts your growth. Yeah. And then it just turns into a shoulda, coulda, woulda. And then, you know, the stinger is, you look online and you start scrolling, and that thing you set on and didn't do, somebody started it this season.
They did.
Somebody got it, and they doing it the way you would have did it.
Yeah. And if you would have been started, you would never know if you would succeed or not.
Yep. Exactly. Know. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you started in beauty, right?
Yes.
But this feels way deeper than that. Yes. Right? How is your relationship with beauty? How would your relationship in beauty and confidence, how has that allowed you to grow as the woman that you are now?
You know what? I love makeup. So, yes. I know a lot of girls love makeup. And I felt like makeup, when we're having a day where we just sad, we're down, and you go on there and you go in that space, you turn on your music, you put your makeup on, it puts you in a whole different environment. Yep. It really does. Yep. So makeup and music has actually helped me in so many situations in my life. Wow. So I love them two conjoined together. Oh, yeah, we got a good time. Yeah.
Because when you look good, you feel good.
You feel good. Like everything goes away.
I totally agree with that. Yeah. They laugh at me because I show up late to certain spaces or whatever like that. But that's because I'm okay with sitting with myself and I enjoy my space. When I turn those vanity lights on and turn on my playlist, that is a misty space, right? Yeah. And whatever I had going on before I sat in this chair is over with. And I think it's such an intentional space.
It is.
You know?
It's meaningful to you.
Yeah. Was there ever a time you felt like you were holding back or playing yourself small?
I would say no.
Okay.
I would say no, because everything that I come up with, I go try it.
Oh, I love that.
I try it. And all my friends and family would say, Monique wanted to do this. She wanted 12 different things. I try it. Yes. And I'm like, hey, if it didn't work, it just wasn't for me.
I love that about you. Yeah. It's like courage. That's like, I'm going to just put it out there. And if it work, it work.
It work. If it don't, it don't. With everything.
I am learning that we got so much in common.
Yeah. That's why I said it's that Gemini.
Yeah. What helped you shift it? Okay, so you're saying that now you got to make me change my questions up because I was expecting you to be like, yeah, girl, back in 2013.
I was like, nothing.
Okay. So we're going to shift just a bit here. Yeah. I know your mom played a huge role in shaping you, right? How has her influence shaped the way you move today, especially in beauty?
You know, I would say her influence really changed because when I first gave up on makeup, she was the one that told me to keep going. I threw the brush. I was like, I'm not good at this. She said, just keep going, Monique. And that little piece of advice has pushed me all the way through.
Oh my goodness.
It really has. And I'm like, it showed me not to give up when something's not going the way that I want it to go.
I love that.
Yeah.
So that voice in the back of your head
Yep.
plays in every new endeavor.
Yeah, to not give up. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You put that in my pocket.
Yeah.
How do you feel like you're continuing her legacy, right? Not just in business, but how you show up as a woman.
I would have to say not into, well, my mom, she was an entrepreneur too.
Mm-hmm.
So I would definitely have to say she shows up in so many places in my life, and motherhood and business and relationships. She shows up and I'm like, dang, that's something my mom would have said or did. So she constantly shows up in different places in my life. So I'm always applying something for my mom.
Yes. Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're going to subconsciously show up that way for Ari and your little one.
Yeah.
Like, that's just going to be what it is. And then, like, I just want to say this, because, I mean, we both have daughters, right?
Yeah.
Your work ethic, your fearlessness.
Yeah.
Like, I look at Pari right now, and she's got this great big personality.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Girl. Well, like the woman you are now, she's going to be 20 times that.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Because she's watching everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
My mama a boss.
Yeah. I remember she asked me, are we famous? I'm like, what?
Oh, my God. Yes, you are, baby.
I know, right? I'm like, oh, okay, I'll take that.
Yeah. Okay, so you're in a really full season right now.
Yeah.
Your cup runneth over. How has motherhood shifted your perspective
on life?
Yeah.
You know what? I would not be who I am today if I didn't have Pari.
Yes.
I would not, because kids pushes you to the limit, and it changes everything, your outlook on life. Because if we're out here with no kids, we just willy-nilly.
Yep.
But a kid will shape you, and she has fully shaped me to who I am today. So she's been a huge part of my life. Huge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel like having a kid starts to, because you live your life any old type of way.
Yeah.
When you have another life to care for, you somehow come up with standards.
Everything.
Every single thing is like, no, this got to be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what I always tell her? I say, I'm so thankful that I'm your mom and you're in my life. And she's like, I don't understand. I'm like, you'll understand when you get older.
Yes.
So I always tell her that.
Yes.
So
I always tell my daughter, because she doesn't understand why I work so hard.
Yeah.
Like, she's lived such a great life that she doesn't understand why I go so hard.
Yeah.
And I always say, hate me now, love me later.
Yeah.
You're going to love me later. Okay.
Once you realize it.
Yeah. Yes. What does this current season require of you?
To sit still. And that's not me. I'm not used to still.
Oh my God.
So it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But it's needed.
Okay.
Because I have not sat down yet until now. And I'm like, enjoy this space.
Yes.
God gave you this time for you to sit and enjoy it. And you're okay with, just sitting there.
Yeah.
You don't have to go start a new business. You don't have to go do this. And I'm like, what? I'm so used to.
Because that idle mind.
Yep. So I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, he's like, you can have all the plans that you want in your head. He said, but you are not to execute anything.
Yes.
Sit still. So I've been sitting.
Yes. And the beautiful thing about it is that you're still, but you're not stagnant.
Yep.
And I think as Black women, rest seems like taboo. What you doing sitting down? You could be doing X, Y, Z.
Everything.
I got all this time on my hands. I could be doing this. I could be doing that. And it's like, still but not stagnant. And I think that after you've already ran the race and did all the hard work, you are granted these seasons to just put your feet up.
Yeah.
And what better space than now?
Yes. And when I say it's a great season, it's a great season.
Yeah.
Because I've been working hard for the last, 12 years?
Yeah.
In business, it's a great season right now.
Yeah.
I can't complain.
Yeah. What could you say would be a different experience with, the pregnancy you had with Pari and what you're experiencing now?
Oh, they were kind of very similar.
Okay.
Yeah. The sickness was a little bit better with the boy. But they're very similar.
Yeah. Well, were you this deep into entrepreneurship?
No.
Right.
No.
So the difference would be having party was in a season that you required as much. And now you boss lady.
Yeah.
And you got this big belly. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
But I will say so much has changed mentally with me.
Okay.
Physically, emotionally, financially. All of that has changed drastically with me being this time around from when I was with my daughter. I was still trying to figure it out. So everything has shifted for me with him.
Okay.
Yep.
I love that. And I don't know. I just feel like it's such a beautiful thing for you to have a boy and you to be this content, and this calm, and this at peace.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because you know it's going to be totally different when you get here.
Completely different. Completely different. I'm ready for it.
Yeah. Well, when it's all said and done, what kind of impact do you want the work that you're doing and your brands to have on other women?
I want women to be okay with, if you're deciding, and I always say this even to the women that I mentor, it's okay to still work a 9 to 5. It's okay to still be an entrepreneur. You don't have to put a title on you, on somebody pressuring you to go either direction.
Yes.
You don't have to do that. Because what's for you will be for you.
Okay.
So I always say that, and I would just say, don't give up. Like, keep going.
That's right.
Keep going.
That's right.
No matter what comes your way, just keep going.
I love that. Yep. I love that.
And get in a space where you have that support. That matters.
Okay. So what do you say to the women that don't have that support, right? So the fear is you put it out there and you don't get the validation that you're seeking, right? And then you put yourself out there anyway and you don't get the support. What do you say for women in this industry that's trying to get to the level that you're at that don't have that support or the validation?
What I would say is, so you just got to go out there to events. This is how I started.
Okay.
Go to events, connect with people you don't know. And you're going to feel, you're going to feel who's going to be a great connection for you.
Yeah.
All you got to do is sit and talk to them. And you're going to know, do I want to be in her space again? You're going to know.
Yeah.
And if you don't, it's okay. Move on to the next person. But you're going to be able to identify, do she have some qualities that I feel that will be great in my life? And can I give something that will be great for her life?
Yes.
And that's what you got to do. You're not going to find it in the space that you're already in.
Oh, yeah.
It's not going to happen. You got to go out there and be okay with walking in the room and not knowing not one person. And introducing who you are and what you bring and what you can do. And just start your conversation. That was me.
Would you say that leap of faith would require you to be comfortable with being uncomfortable?
Very.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
And you know what I had to learn? You got to know how far to go. Because us women, we get so comfortable and we like to be relatable.
Yeah.
So we kind of like put too much out there. We let you know too much about me too soon.
Yep.
And then now they leave with that information about who you are. And I'm like, dang, I probably shouldn't have shared that. So you got to be limited on what you share so soon.
Learned.
I had to learn that.
Learned. I used to be an open book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You cannot do, when I say the littlest things, I'd be scared to be like, do I want to say my daughter get on the bus or not? I don't know if you're going to take that and run with it.
Look, I had a whole season. So every new year I name the season.
Yeah.
Right, with intent. I had a whole season called This Season is Shut the Fuck Up. Season is Shut the Fuck Up. And I passed it.
Yep. And again, a Gemini thing. We go in like, yeah, girl, me too. And then here we go. She then left with all my information.
Yep.
And now it's like, dang, I probably shouldn't have shared that.
Yep.
But I even have to constantly remind myself if I'm going on a lunch date, Monique, don't say too much. Yeah. Don't go overboard.
This is my life.
Don't be relatable in there. Do more listening than talking.
Yep.
So I have to continue to coach myself.
Yep. I used to have to say,
like so
make
authentic.
it about them.
Yep. There you go. Because we go in, I'm so authentic. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be real. And then you're like, I haven't said too much.
Yeah.
So no, not now.
And it's that morning after where your chest hurt.
Yep.
Like, ooh.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
We're like, we're going to switch it up just a little bit. Okay. This is polished or pressure. This is my version of rapid fire.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
My only rule is you can't choose both.
Okay.
No matter what.
Okay.
Let's get into it. Lip gloss or lipstick?
Ooh, lipstick.
Okay. Heels or sneakers?
Heels.
Of course, my kind of girl. Perfect skin or perfect hair?
Perfect skin.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Soft glam or full glam?
Full glam.
Yes, ma'am. Hair laid or outfit on point?
Ooh. Hair laid. Yeah. Because I can still look cute with my hair laid.
You know what? Yeah, I could put on a paper bag and I'm a hit.
Yep. But get that hair together.
Yep. Brunch or dinner dates?
Ooh. Maybe dinner dates. Well, no, brunch. I'm going to go with brunch. I'm going to go with brunch.
Because you got the rest of the day to,
I'm going to go with brunch. I'm like, nah.
Okay. So in terms of vacation, beach or city?
Beach.
Designer bag or signature scent?
Ooh, signature scent.
Okay. Spa day or shopping day?
Spa day.
Morning person or night owl?
Morning person.
Okay. Planned itinerary or go with the flow?
Planned. I ain't doing that.
Were you go with the flow earlier in your year?
Yeah. Now I'm planned everything now.
Okay. Delegate or do it yourself?
Delegate.
Okay.
No. See, then you say you can't choose both. I'm gonna have to probably delegate now. Where I'm at now, delegate.
Yes, ma'am. When you're in a pinch, what are your 3 things you're not leaving the house without?
My keys, my phone, and my credit card.
Those are necessities.
Okay.
Take it in terms of beauty.
Oh, beauty.
Beauty and comfort.
You know what? I'm so outside. This is gonna be funny. I would just have to say my Carmex. Carmex.
Yep.
Which is crazy. Oh my God. That's the only thing I really leave with.
Really?
Yeah. I'm pretty much natural majority of the time.
Okay.
Now. So I would have to say Carmex.
Okay.
That's it.
That's
I'm
a
gone.
lifesaver.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Listen, your whole day you will pull your car over.
Yep.
To go find something for your lips if they dry.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I understand.
So I would have to just say that. Yeah.
Yeah, dry lips is like being thirsty.
But you know what? Sunglasses too, though. Because if you get your lips good, some shades on, you gone.
You good.
Yep. You good.
Okay. What's your secret to looking like you have it all together?
Not exposing everything on social media.
Ooh.
Yep. Keeping a lot to yourself.
Yes, ma'am. That is absolutely true.
It could be the smallest thing. I even contemplated really even posting my picture yesterday because I'm like, is that too much? But keeping a lot to yourself. So that.
Well, being the Gemini girl, they can't never figure it out. So we can never give too much information.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to close with this. What do you call this season of your life that you're walking in right now?
This will definitely have to be the most purposeful moment of my life now, because I felt like I'm at a really good peak right now, with age, with becoming a new mom to a new child, with a business that I feel like is continuing to grow. I would say right now is that time for me. It's now.
Yes.
It's now. I would definitely have to say that.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And I love conversations like this because it shows that you're human outside of the entrepreneurship. Yeah. And to me, I feel like you've reached a level where so many people admire and aspire to be that I feel like the tips and the gems that you dropped are so useful and essential of just building the blocks.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I want to thank you for sitting with me today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, certainly. And I wanted to get you on for some time. So I'm so glad you came. I'm so glad. And you responded promptly. I'm so happy about that.
Yes.
I'm your host, Amnesty. This is Polished Perspective, a seat at the table and the story behind it. Bye.
Bye. I'm like, am I supposed to say something? Yeah.